Now, let me ask you about Go. I really saw this film. I really enjoyed this film. I saw this film the other night.
Okay.
You know, as I always say, the one thing about this job is I get to see movies before I know anything about it. I didn't know what Go was.
Right.
Go. You have Scott's on. He's in this movie Go.
Yes.
And I have to admit, I was expecting kind of your typical nerdy teen movie.
Sure,
you know. No, and there are a lot of nerdy teen movies. Come on. But this was a real movie that was very good and very well written.
Unfortunately, a lot of what's getting put out there for a young audience right now is kind of insulting to their sensibilities. And this is it's really smart and fun and
now, what do you play?
Ride. I play Jay Moore and I play soap opera actors who have gotten into a little trouble with the police, have to go undercover into this little drug sting operation.
Right.
There's actually a scene in it where there's some sort of theme, I suppose, in my I seem to appear in my underwear several times.
Yeah, that seems to happen a little bit. You had an underwear scene here. You know, wait till we go high definition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
It'll be more flattering. Now, are you a boxer or a brief guy?
I'm more of a brief guy myself.
More
I've
brief?
tried the boxers, but... Okay.
Boxer thing didn't work for you?
No, I had issues with boxers.
Really? What were the issues? I was curious.
I probably shouldn't get into the issues.
Yeah.
But briefs have always treated me better. But I've appeared a couple of times in my underwear, and I've never appeared without any underwear on at all.
You've never done a nude scene?
No, but I've done love scenes.
Right.
And there was the very first time I ever had to do a love scene was in this movie called Teenage Bonnie and Klepto Clyde. I'm sure you all saw it twice. No?
I don't think I know that.
And I did it. It was the first love scene, and I was so nervous. And I said to the director, I said, I could keep my underwear on, right? And he said, oh yeah, we won't be able to use anything down, any of that anyway. I said, okay. So we're doing this love scene, and he's literally like, a lot of times when you're doing a scene like that, the director's across the room, and this guy was like 2 feet from us, and he's going, okay, now kiss her neck. Good, literally 2 feet away. Good. Now move your arm down her back. Good. And he says to her, now move your hands down her back. Lower. Now pull his underwear off. And I freaked out. And I didn't, you don't want to, I was so new, I didn't want to get fired and ruin the scene. So I was whispering in her ear. I said, don't do that. She said, what? I said, don't do that. So she sort of just fiddled around with the strap there. And
fiddled around with the strap?
Just fiddled with the strap.
Sounds like every date I had in high school. We tried to find a copy of Teenage, what is it, Bonnie and Klepto Clyde. But there aren't any copies. If anyone has a copy, please send it. So the next time
That's
we can
because they're all taken out at the video store. They're all rented currently.
Now, Jay Moore plays what in this film to you? He plays...
They have a very specific relationship, my character.
I see. You two characters?
Yes.
Did you research this role at all?
No. Yeah, it's delicate to talk about because for people who haven't seen the movie yet, we don't want to give too much away.
Right.
But there was a rumor that had started to get spread around that there was an improvised love scene between Jay and myself.
No.
That was the rumor, and that it got cut out of the movie. But I'm here to say that didn't happen.
Yeah, but you know what's amazing? You know what's amazing, though? You can't say it with a straight face. Look in the camera and say it with a straight face.
Which one? There's 11 cameras.
Right there. Go ahead. Anyone.
This one? That did not happen.
But you see it? You can't do it. You can't say it. You can't say it with a straight face. Well, let's show the clip here.
Okay, should I set it up real quick?
Sure, set it up real quick.
Okay, well, Jay Moore and myself we're in this drug sting. The cop, played by William Fickner, who's in charge of our case, invites us over to dinner at his house. He and his wife, Jane Krakowski, are just bizarre people.
And the whole movie, it's hard to explain anything. You have to see this whole movie
You
from
do have
beginning
to see the movie, yeah. But this is Jane. She's great.
But it's really funny. It's really good. Here, take a look. Here's a scene from Go. Hey, great to see you. Terrific. That's a wonderful, wonderful film. The film is Go.
Thank you very much.
Be right back with Reese Witherspoon right after this.
Out yet. It's kind of hard to find a name that goes well with Philippi, but Ryan, one of Ryan's friends suggested a Swampfoot. Might be a good
Swampfoot would be very
We're
lovely.
thinking about it.
I see a Swampfoot, but you haven't thought of anything. Now, how about cravings? Are you going through that hole? Well, obviously you had some cravings.
Yeah, I've had a lot of cravings.
You certainly have.
Watch it. Yeah, I've been eating like just a weird concoction of food, like crab legs and grape juice.
Now, do you normally eat crab legs?
No.
So
Never.
this is something just all of a sudden.
Poor Ryan. Like one night he took me out for a really nice dinner. We had crab legs, and then the next night I had to have them. So he had to call the maitre d' at the restaurant and sort of apologize. He's like, my wife needs some crab legs, and they were like, why? And he's like, she's really pregnant. And so they were really sweet and put together a whole box of them. And
oh, there you go.
So I've been eating that and grape juice and popsicles and just anything I can get down, essentially.
Have you done the sort of eating Haagen-Dazs with a ladle right out of the...
Not yet, but it's crazy. I've been cooking like crazy too. So.
Oh, okay. So you're doing the whole, getting very domestic now, baking.
Very, very domestic.
Yeah.
Yeah. This weekend I baked a whole like chicken pot pie and an apple cobbler and a berry crisp and like all this. It was just crazy. It's like a smorgasbord at my house.
You've turned into the mom in Pleasantville.
I know.
Just like a ton of food.
Exactly.
Now, how about marriage? Is there marriage anywhere in the?
Yes. We're getting married very soon.
Oh, okay.
And I'm trying to plan a wedding.
Yeah.
And it's been very trying.
Well, it's when you're having a baby, trying to plan a wedding at the same time.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's fun. But it's funny because I'll like stress all day over tablecloths. And Ryan will finally get home after, you know, a long day at work. And I'll say, honey, okay, are we going to have the natural linen tablecloths or are we just going to have white cotton? And he's like, I don't care. And I'm like, I've been stressing about this all day.
It's hard for guys to get excited, really, because
it's hard to get excited about a tablecloth in general.
Right, exactly.
You know, he works up a little excitement.
Now, when is it? You know, have you figured out yet, or you don't want to say? Or?
Soon. It's going to be soon, but you know.
But it's going to be a regular. It's not going to be one of those Dennis Rodman fly to Vegas things.
Hope not.
No, good. Well, that's good.
And hopefully with better consequences.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure it will be. And he was madly in love when he was here last time. I was talking. He was raving about you, and backstage he was madly in love, and out here he was madly in love. So he's very excited. He's very excited about this baby, because, you know, most guys would be, you know, in Illinois by now. But no, you know. No, but he is. He was all excited, and he was talking about you and the baby. And so
I'm very lucky.
So this is cool.
I'm very lucky to have such a sweet.
Now tell us about Election. I read a really nice thing in the calendar section of the LA Times, had a big story. But tell folks what the movie's about.
Yeah, the movie is about, essentially, Matthew Broderick's character is going through a midlife crisis, and he happens to be a high school teacher. And he picks me to be his personal nemesis, and he decides he's going to sabotage the school election because I'm sure to win.
Now, you went back to high school, not in the movie, in real life, didn't you?
Yeah, I went back to research, sort of just to get back into it. I had been 4 years out of high school, and I wanted to get back into it. So I went under the guise of being a transfer student, and I enrolled in an Omaha high school for a couple of days.
Okay, so you go all the way to Omaha.
Yeah.
I mean, did anybody in the school know?
Well, they sort of like, they kind of looked at me kind of funny when I first walked in and said, your name is really Ivy, you know, Flintstone or something. And I was like, yeah. And so they kind of played along. And then, but by the second day, everybody knew who I was and was like throwing food at me in the cafeteria. Going, we know you're Reese Witherspoon, man. Why don't you just tell us? And I was like, but it was a great experience going back because, you know, it made me like, I had all these moments where I wanted to get in front of the entire calculus class and say, you know what? You will never need to know any of this. Like, ever. You know?
Now, in the movie, you play like this overachiever that just overachieves at everything. Were you like that? Did you know someone like that in high school? Were you?
Yeah, I mean, I knew a lot of people like that, but you know, I had one person in particular I knew when I was kind of younger who just drove me crazy. She was like the cutest girl in school, and she had all these boyfriends, and she was the smartest kid in school, and you know, and of course, you know, you think those people grow up, and you know, you're going to do great things, and you know, be better than them, and of course, she turned out to be like a neurosurgeon. So.
Oh, a neurosurgeon. Oh, that's like she's in jail or something.
Pretty well still.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah. But, you know, there's always those people in life. That's what sort of the movie is about. My character is sort of one of those people in life that always seems to get ahead, even though, like, you can't figure out why people like her.
Well, here, let's take a look. Here's a scene from a clip from Elections.
Okay.
Now, this is a scene where Matthew is, he's chewing you out here.
Right, and my campaign slogan is Pick Flick, and...
Right, and your campaign slogan is Pick Flick. So, if people see the button you're wearing, it
says Pick Flick.
It doesn't say something else.
That's right.
All right, let's take a look.
Now, I think the lesson here is that old or young, we all make mistakes. And we have to learn that our actions, all of them, can carry serious consequences.
I don't know what you're referring to, But maybe if certain older, wiser people hadn't acted like such little babies and gotten so mushy, then everything would be okay.
I agree. And I also think that certain young and naive people need to thank their lucky stars and be very, very grateful that the entire school didn't find out about certain indiscretions that could have ruined their reputations and their chances to win certain elections.
And I think certain older people, like you and your colleague, shouldn't be leching after their students, especially when some of them can't even get their own wives pregnant. And they certainly shouldn't be making slanderous accusations, especially when certain young, naive people's mothers are paralegal secretaries at the city's biggest law firm and have won many successful lawsuits. And if you want to keep questioning me like this, I won't continue without my attorney present.
Well, you're a terrific actress.
Thank you.
Wonderful job. And look, good luck with the baby. I can't wait to find out whether it's a boy or a girl.
much.
Good to see you again. And give
Good
my
to see
best
you
to Mr. Phillips.